Hey everyone, it's Melissa with the M Word. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kiddos. I have a 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And I want to show you the new All About Spelling. I've already done a straight down video of it, but this is Burst Into Spelling. It's their new color version. So I'm going to kind of speed through this. I've already done the straight down video, and my husband just pulled in the driveway, and I only had time to record while he pulled in. So this is the workbook, which I've already shown you guys. It is super colorful, super beautiful. I love it so much. There's the stickers it comes with, as always. And then in here, it has the tracker, which it already had a tracker in the original one, but it was a loose leaf tracker, and this one's right inside the book. And then, of course, it comes with the certification of completion, which it also came with originally before. But this workbook is what is the newest situation. It is all beautifully done. If you use All About Reading, it is very similar to that. It's very engaging, very fun. It allows it to be less boring. Like right now, you still have the phonogram box. I already broke my phonogram box up. So just like in the previous All About Spelling, it does have like the phonogram cards. You know, I don't want to get mine out of order, but this is what they look like. I usually laminate mine. I have not laminated these ones yet. It does come with the divider cards as well. Well, at least mine did from the Timberdoodle curriculum kit that I got. And it has the sound cards, which are the same as well. Oops, sorry. And then they have, so you just dictate the sound of the phonogram and your child writes it down. I actually printed, because of how much nicer this one is, they have these additional things you can print out that they have in the front of the book. I think it was in the teacher guide. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. Right here, the diction things that you can, the QR codes. They have the little diction ones. There is regular ruled and wide ruled. I printed the wide ruled one, and I actually pulled the ones for All About Spelling one as well. They give it something for my daughter. They're pretty. So right now we use a notebook, and I tell my daughter the phonograms and she writes them down. I tell my daughter the review words and she writes them down. But these are pretty. She enjoys writing the words on these diction sheets, and these are available for every level too. So these we've already printed that we are using along with All About the old All About Spelling. But for the All About Spelling 2, let's go ahead and go into lesson 1. It has this really cute picture of this flying squirrel, and it has the slot here where your squirrel is going to, I don't think that was a flying squirrel. No, that was a gray squirrel. I'm so sorry. There's a little slot so you can feed the pine cones into the slot. And then on the back is where I'm going to assume is where they have your child write the word you say, and then they feed them to the squirrel's hole. And then it's the same thing for lesson 2. There's a collecting stamps section. And then in here, I was showing you the key cards. They are the same thing that they had before. And the words, I believe, are the same. I'm not actually sure. I did not look at level 2 to know for sure if they are exactly the same or not. Let's go into level 1 of the teacher guide. So it has the start here. If you haven't watched my videos before, we use my iPad, and we use the app for the letter tiles. I do not personally like the letter tiles. I lose them. I can't find them. It drives me bananas. I love the letter tile app. It works for All About Reading and All About Spelling. All the levels, you buy the app one time and you have everything for every level, and both All About Spelling and All About Reading. It's the best thing ever. I wish I had bought it the first year. I only just bought it this last year. So this will be our 5th year of homeschooling, and I did 3 of them without it. It tells you what you need: the divider card box, the letter tiles or the tile app, your student packet, which I've already broke up my student packet and put it into the box. It says you'll need a notebook or their free spelling dictation sheet. I much prefer the dictation sheets that they provided. I do not know if they were available before. If they were available before and I'm only just now learning about it, that's gonna make me a little sad. But those dictation sheets are amazing. It says, there's a page here all about the method, letting you know that you can definitely do this. It's not as hard as it seems. And if you have any questions, they have the support page email address as well. Sorry, that was my water bottle. It is smoky here, and the more I talk, the worse my voice is getting. It's been smoky for like 2 weeks. Our air quality's been in the orange, and today it has been upgraded to the red, and everything, like you can see it, like it's unpleasant. I can't imagine what it's like closer to the fires, because we are quite a ways away yet in Wisconsin. We are on the lower section of Wisconsin, And I cannot imagine how those people are breathing or handling. My heart goes out to them. I can't imagine. Back to all about spelling and not that horribly sad thing that I just went to. I'm so sorry. The preview, the teacher's manual, it talks about that, activity book, project cards, learning about phonograms and how they work. There's a section on learning the flashcards. You can see all this in my flip through. I can link that in the description box below if you'd rather have that. And then it goes into level 1. So my daughter's favorite thing is actually reading this. She enjoys that. That is her most favorite thing every single lesson. She gets sad when we go to open a lesson and there's not something to be said from the little raccoon or the frog or whichever lesson we're in that it has to say. It goes through in the lesson what you'll need to do. It tells you to review your phonograms, your sound cards, your rules, all the things. Review your stuff. And it goes right into the actual teaching. So it'll say new teaching where things are finally new versus reviewed. It says build the word G-O-T, got. Point to the vowel. Student points to the O. And the student points to the O is in italics, so you know exactly what to say is in quotes. And when your student's supposed to be answering something or pointing to something, that's in italics. It says, is there anything after the O? That's in quotation marks. You know that you're supposed to say that. After that is in italics. It says yes, T, so that's what your student is supposed to be saying. And then it goes back and forth like that through the whole lesson, explaining to you what you should and should not be saying and what your daughter or your child should be saying after the fact. So then it goes on to tell you which words to build: he, him, sock, so, we, wet. And then it use the open and close syllable. It says to introduce this. However, this is spelling too, and my daughter knows this from All About Reading. So I don't know. I'm assuming they went over this in All About Spelling 1, but maybe they did. It talks about the closed syllables, open syllables, and then you have to label the words. So it tells you to put some label to words up on your magnet board or on the iPad, on the letter app, and then they will add the closed or open symbol above them. So he would be open, go would be open, path would be closed, that kind of thing. And then there is the new teaching where it says dictate phrases and sentences. Dictate several phrases and sentences. Now this is not in quotes, so it's for you to read as the teacher. Each day, your student should repeat each phrase or sentence and write it in her dictation notebook. For tips on dictating sentences, see Appendix M. It says, ask me, a stiff neck, the pink pig, no trucks, go back. And those are the things that you're going to do your dictation for. Then in the review, there was also the let's help the squirrel hide some pine cones, which is what we were talking about before. And it says remove pages 7 through 10 in the activity book, cut the pine cones and mix them up. And none of this is in quotes, so it's for you. So here it says let's help the squirrel hide some pine cones. And that is what you read to your child because it's in quotation marks. And then there's the words. Continue until all the pine cones are gathered and the student has practiced all 12 words. It also says what rule card that relates to. Things like gifts, clam, glass, mask, no, be, we. Those are all things that your student will be writing down and dictating one by one. It says choose 12 words from the list below that you think would be most beneficial for your students. So these are the words and you just pick 12 of them. And then the appendix where it said Appendix M, I'll show that to you quick as well. Procedures for troubleshooting spelling dictation. Dictate a sentence. Your student repeats the sentence, your student writes the sentence, your student proofreads the sentence he just wrote, and finally check the sentence before dictating the next one. Troubleshooting. And then it has some troubleshooting things. So it takes you through exactly how to dictate a sentence, and then it goes through some troubleshooting options as well. And this might be in the first lesson, but I don't think it is though. I don't remember seeing this in lesson 1. And I know the lesson 1 teacher guide is like this big. It's barely there. These two books are significantly larger than the original lesson plan or the original All About Spellings. I like that they're bigger. I like that they're more encompassing. I like that they're way more engaging. And honestly, I just think it makes it All About Spelling was already amazing. I loved it. I would have used it forever. This is amazing. I cannot believe how well they took something that was already great and made it amazingly awesome. It's way more engaging for my child. She loves it way more. I mean, she never complained about doing All About Spelling, but it wasn't her favorite. She preferred doing All About Reading, but we had to learn spelling, so we did it. But it is amazing and she loves it. So the Timberdoodle handbook, I actually switch out spelling you see for the All About Spelling. So the handbook does not have any information for me about All About Spelling, which stinks, I will be honest. I enjoy how much extra information Timberdoodle provides me with the handbook for each thing that we're doing. Inside the teacher manual book here, like it says 20 minutes a day. So just like All About Reading is 20 minutes a day. We do 20 minutes only if my daughter's struggling or having trouble focusing for that day. Then that is the only time that we will, sorry, my husband has decided to start hitting golf balls. He showed up a while ago. I said that at the beginning of this video, and I'm still talking. He came in and I said, hey, dude, just give me 3 minutes and then we'll be done and we can eat. And 60 minutes later, I'm still talking to you guys. And he has gotten bored enough that he is out hitting golf balls. I don't know, I guess just towards the field that way. So hopefully nobody comes out of their house because, I mean, sorry, that was where my brain went because I was like, what is he doing? He is bored and he's waiting for me to get done. So, but like I said, lessons often take more than one day to complete. It says that we know that lessons in All About Spelling are not meant to be completed in one day. In fact, the lessons may take a week or more to finish. And I actually struggled with that concept at first when we started using All About Spelling and All About Reading. And that is why my daughter is behind in spelling and reading. And that is why we are working very diligently to catch up now. They are amazing. I was so worried she was going to get behind because there is quite a few lessons, 31 lessons now in All About Spelling. So I believe our original All About Spelling had like 20 or something. I want to say there was a lot less because I was like making her slow down through them. So I could be very wrong about what the original one was. I'm just kind of going based off of what I kind of remember from lesson 1. We just finished at level 1. I should know how many lessons there are, and I don't off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I just don't. But the new All About Spelling, if you're on the fence about it, I believe it is still on sale right now. I think Timberdoodle has a sale as well. I know All About Reading has a sale right now, or All About Learning has a sale right now. I will post this as soon as I can so you guys can see that if you want. It comes with the 2 books and this box as well. I think you have to order everything separately. I ordered from Timberdoodle, so I got everything in one kit, and I didn't have to think about what I had to order or not order because I got it all. So if you have any questions for me, I will link my link to Timberdoodle below because that is where I bought mine from. And if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe and like. And I'm so sorry if I talked really fast. I was trying to hurry for my husband since he is home and currently just hitting golf balls. So I will talk to you guys later.